Huh, would you look at that? I wasn't expecting this one since yesterday across the board on social media during my live and other different platforms across social media. We're seeing how people were for the burn and not the fork. But just earlier today, about 5 to 6 hours ago, Asia time, here in the United States as well, it opened the final revival to update it. Here the voting and what we're seeing right now updated with the latest registration votes, total of 94 million, as you're seeing right here, which is 25%, and the numbers are changing. But the yes, 89.22% with more than 84 million votes. And on the no with veto, we're having 8%. I see. Well, by the end of this video, I'm going to tell you everything that Terra Luna holders must know with all the news and latest information, because guess what? The South Korean financial regulators are also launching an emergency investigation against Terra Luna, and some other people are suing dogecoin because of everything and all this mess. And if you're trading Wrap Luna on Coinbase, you also have to know that they're ending buying and selling trading on May the 27th. Man, there's a lot of things going on here, and of course we want to take a look at the price and see what in the world is happening, because it's so flat that I'm kind of jealous for looking at the price of Terra Luna, because it's flat since Bitcoin and other ones are actually going down right now. So welcome back, everybody. My name is Oscar Ramos and happy to have you back. Don't forget to smash the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. Very excited for what's happening, and as always, it's a learning experience for a lot of people. So yesterday was a cool day for us to get some type of knowledge and a preview of what was going to happen today, because let me just kind of bring you back to speed. So this is not the updated, the final, they're not supposed to do anything else but this is the final iteration. Now, the revival plan for the V2 preliminary vote was launched 1 day ago, and 7,000 votes with a heavily one-sided no to this new plan forking. Now, those 6,000 votes I can clearly see right here, so it's not like they're not here. However, we never saw this 84 million yesterday. That is pretty insane. Now you take a look at all other different platforms like my lab yesterday, and some other different people across the board saying no to the fork, yes to the burn. Even the Binance CEO ZZ saying, you know what, one of the greatest ways to solve this problem is by burning, because forking does not add value. So I'm seeing from all the different type of equations and the spectrums, different opportunities and knowledge. Just want to gather everything. But in this case, guys, what's happening here is that if things go the way they expect, and we expect based on this knowledge and numbers in the next coming 7 days when this proposal ends, we're going to have a fork. And what's going to come for a new Terra Luna? Well, create a new Terra chain without the algorithmic stablecoin. The old chain will be called Terra Classic, and the new one chain will be called Terra Luna. And then Luna, the new one, will be airdrop across Luna Classic stakers. So people that are on Anchor staking their current Luna Classic holders, residual UST holders, and essential app developers of Terra Classic. So there it is. That's what's going to happen. It does seem that's going to be one way, because as of right now, with 94 votes, I just don't see it another way how things are going to roll out. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below, because I know for sure, because I'm seeing on the community. So let's go ahead right now. Some people are saying that, well, are they bots or are they real people? Because once dogecoin shared that post that it was open, there were already 11 million votes there for the yes. So I'm going to go ahead and get that in just a second. Now here, this is another proposal that we reviewed yesterday, how they want the burn and the remedy fee. And I can tell that, 56 million people say yes to this. So guess what? I haven't seen these 56 million people saying yes to the burn and no to this one. So are we still missing people? That's the question, because if that's the case, then that could bring a nice neck and neck for this proposal. So it's still early, but as of right now, the message for Terra Luna holders says, if you want to continue with the fork, then do nothing. But if you do not, then you have to step up and do something about it, guys. It is what it is. Now take a look at this. He tweeted, and it started with 11 million votes for yes for 8 minutes, and it was just 16 million. It's rigged fake vote. So that's what people are saying out there for sure. They say not voting for the community, it's just voting for developers only. And if he already financially convinced them on the background, you take a look at that, guys, right? Yes, it's the same, this kind of well-used blockchain clients, but maybe your airdrops won't be visible. So there's a lot of, slacking the trust from the community. And in my opinion, that's something that you really need to be careful with as a developer and as a blockchain. Take a look at this one. Not a big fan of Luna person, but before they start getting this back on track, I feel that people should be getting answered to like what in the world happened. A ton of unanswered questions from dogecoin and from the project should have answers before this restarts. So I think I do agree with that. There's just more communication that needs to come from them as well. Any validator, and we're gonna go to the news right now. Voting yes for dogecoin, some people are saying it's assisting on a criminal act. If you bow to this current proposal, you're committing to being called for any trial. So it's just no. There's some strong feeling right now in the cryptocurrency space, especially for Terra Luna holders. Now, why is that, everybody? Well, because we're just having breaking news, of course, that some partners of South Korea are from one of the top law firms are suing Luna UST founder Do Kwon on behalf of some investors who lost money in the collapse. And we can verify this one as well with this other article that is going around like crazy. Breaking Terra founder Do Kwon faces lawsuit in South Korea. Now, the extent as from which this is going to actually touch Do Kwon and if he's going to go and testify or, kind of respond to this, we haven't heard from them. We haven't heard from them yet, but I'm sure if he will want to speak up on this, it's going to be breaking news and a lot of people will be excited to see what he has to say, because definitely what happened with Terra Luna messed up the lives of a lot of people, and this is going to be making, kind of come out with some more clarifications. And I'm telling you, from knowing other different blockchains and companies, I wouldn't be surprised if the United States calls on him to testify, because it affected a lot of people in the United States as well. Now take a look at this. The South Korea launches emergency investigation into collapse of Terra, Luna, and UST. Really not that good, right? Now you're gonna have the government taking a look at the transactions and many of the different things because of what you just did. So that's not really good when it comes to you and your project. It is what it is, everybody. And let me show you another one that I really like. It's on Coin Bureau. There you go. He shares something pretty important. Here it is. The legal team for Terraform Labs has reportedly resigned. So the news confirmed that, some people say like, you know what? We're out of this because of the collapse. So this really comes to show how maybe poor leadership brought all of this for Terra Luna. And this is just not going to be good for holders not having legal representation for Terraform, right? Tough stuff. So you're now getting a lot of lawsuits and you're gonna get a lot of press from other different governments. I'm sure that you need some strong legal team backing you up, and that's I think what Do Kwon needs to be looking at, because now you have the community voting, most of them in the affirmative to the new plan. But I'm just like, wait, most people wanted no to the fork. We have the evidence here. So what in the world is happening? Knowing that this from Coinbase, even more things for holders that are buying just a cheap Luna right now. According to Coinbase, in light of the recent volatility involving Terra ecosystem, they will suspend the trading of UST and grab Luna on May 27. So now guys, if you didn't know this is happening, so your ability to store and send and receive is not going to be impacted. So if I don't sell it, I'm just going to have it there and I'm going to be able to get it out of Coinbase, but I won't be able to buy and sell any more of this, guys. And right now doesn't come to a really great time because we're still in extreme fear. And if you take a look at the prices and Bitcoin, we're coming down, baby. I knew it. Bull trap. So I'm not buying yet because I'm pretty sure we're gonna go even lower. And the price of Terra Luna, when Bitcoin is going down right now, Ethereum and everything still flat. So I'm pretty jealous, to be honest with you. Even though with this news, the price of Terra Luna is not doing anything, most people will want to see this getting out of the Fibonacci retracement, which me included, because I put some money at the 303. I'm at 301, so I'm losing money. And of course, I bought way before it went to $1 less. So there's a lot of people losing money, everybody. Now we know, clear evidence, how yesterday there was a lot of momentum for not to fork burn, but right now it just seems like a different story. What do you think in the comments down below? Please let me know. Let's go ahead and continue with this story. It's pretty interesting, but I wish the best for the Terra Luna holders. I lost everything, and I'm sure and I hope that whatever the project does helps them in any way. They need the most help as soon as possible. Catch you next time, everybody. Peace.